Thanks, guys. To high school football, Northview and Clay kick off the new season with renewed vigor. The Wildcats have a new head coach. They both have new quarterbacks, plural, quarterbacks, and optimism, unbeaten heading into Friday night. But somebody has always got to go in Oregon, and that has the pigskin professor, Mike Jewell, riled up.
Setting up for a fun one Friday night at Clay as Greg Sims' Northview Wildcats travel in, Battle of the Undefeateds, to take on John Gallius's Eagles. These are two teams coming off of taking care of business wins in week one, and the week two challenges they face each other is going to be the real deal. Clay, bam, what a first quarter, and it's 40-13 shutdown of Maumee. Offensive execution from both quarterbacks, Jackson Schultz and Mason Heinschel, with a deep, talented, explosive bevy of receivers led by the dynamic duo Christian Mays and Evan Baker, who did have his vintage Chris Carter kind of night with 3 receptions and, you guessed it, 3 TDs. All he does is catch touchdowns. Love it. Let's look at this matchup. I love the up-tempo of Northview's offense, especially the opening drive. No huddle, quick to the snap, not rushed at all. As they went away from that, I think they lost some rhythm in the first half, and that allowed Wade to hang around in that football game. Clay must get set and ready to play defense, something they didn't do on every snap throughout the entire game. Show more urgency than they showed in week one. Get aligned and in stance, or Northview will pound you. And Northview found some rhythm in the second half. Junior Caden Tomasek jumped in with 19 carries for 131 yards all in the second half, and that gave Northview that tempo that impressed me. Clay protected the quarterback beautifully in week one. Northview will be a bigger challenge, but expect the Eagle front to continue to play well. Eyes up for blitz packages, especially off the edge. Northview has an all-state caliber kicker weapon in Alex Casey. This kid is special. He can give them a field advantage edge with every touchback he booms. However, the Wildcats cannot get complacent with this remarkable football player. The offense needs to finish drives with touchdowns. 3 field goal drives versus Wade is too many. Both teams must play 4 quarters this week at a high level. Clay must match the intensity of their first quarter. They fell off a bit against Maumee, and they cannot take plays off on the defensive side of the ball. Northview, I thought they struggled after that first drive in the first half, letting Wade hang around, as I said before coming out at halftime strong in the second half. The more physical, consistent team will win this football game. Look forward to both young, talented squads to come out hungrier, tougher, and better this week, and not rest on those game-won laurels. Am I being overly critical? Win's a win, Jewell. Celebrate. A wise coach once said after a profanity-laced film session, never accept in victory what you would never accept in defeat. You can get better, and you must get better in week 2 of a football season when you are playing a football team that's a lot better than your opponent in week 1. Tough love for these 2 young, talented teams and the responsibility they have because of their youthful, talented potential. 2 young programs, we're going to hear a lot about them this year. I think we're going to hear a lot more about them next year. Good luck to both. Stay healthy. This will be a fun football game.